Hello. So I'm going to discuss antecedent focus strategies and response focus strategies I would use to regulate my emotions in a scenario where I'd had to inform my employees about an impending layoff, and which of these strategies I find most effective and least effective. First, it's important to realize that manager facing a company closure and impending layoff of my team as well as myself, it's going to be challenging emotionally for myself, and to be in that type of mindset while I have to deliver this type of information would definitely lead me to need to balance myself and be in the proper place to be able to be the leader and the example that they need during this time. So it would be crucial to regulate my emotions and my behavior as well. So I think I would use the antecedent focus strategies like situation selection. In this case, I can't entirely control the situation, but I can choose how I react to it. And the first way would be by prioritizing empathy. And I would focus on understanding and supporting my employees' feelings, trying to walk in their shoes and put myself in their place so I can be sincere and genuine when I work with them and mentor them and counsel them potentially. And I think it'd be important to also seek support, to reach out to mentors, colleagues, or even friends that maybe have experienced this or have, more knowledge than me on this situation. And, even just for emotional support to help me work through my own thoughts and emotions. Then the other antecedent approach would be modification. And in this case, I could potentially negotiate terms if I was able to still work with the parent company and go above and beyond and really work behind the scenes. Maybe discuss severance packages or outplacement services potentially for my employees. See what I can do in that case. And then just going out of my way to offer support resources, making sure my employees have information about unemployment benefits, they get job search assistance, and especially important would be mental health resources to help them through this transition process and unfortunate news. And then I could utilize attention deployment, which would involve shifting my focus. And by shifting my focus through practicing mindfulness, like engaging in activities to bring me in the present moment instead of worrying about the future or letting anxiety overrun my judgment. I could use techniques like meditation and especially deep breathing in those moments of high anxiety and pressure. And then finding distractions is always a classic way. Engaging in hobbies or activities that help me unwind and relax and just help take me to a different place for the time being so that I can recuperate and return to the situation. Response focused strategies. These strategies would help me address my emotions after they arise. So, in the moment, I could utilize reappraisal, and this would allow me to change the way I think about the situation. And, by finding positives, I can look for opportunities and lessons learned, try and find, the experience that I can gain from this and, everything that's going to make me stronger out of the situation, that we're going through, and focusing on the future, shifting my attention to the doors that are opening and the possibilities for growth potential and, planning for my next career step. On the flip side, I could utilize things like suppression, and this would be hiding my emotions, to try and set an example to show that I'm coping and I'm able to deal with the situation, and maybe that sense of balance and calmness, could be a positive impact and a positive example. Avoiding dwelling on the situation and not focusing on those negative thoughts or feelings, and most importantly, maintaining a professional demeanor in front of my employees, making sure to present myself calmly and professionally, even when I'm feeling upset and those negative emotions are trying to creep in the back of my mind. And obviously, in my opinion, most effective would be the antecedent focus strategies because those are more proactive and I'm actually addressing the situation and preparing for the emotional responses. And that's going to help me better manage my feelings and, remain professional throughout the situation. And also reframing the situation, helping me find a purpose and meaning that's going to reduce the impact of those negative emotions and definitely change the situation. Least effective would be suppression because it might mask the emotions, but trying to cover it up and hide it and pretend they're not there is just going to lead to increased stress and anxiety in the long run. And I think it's a better way to go about it to acknowledge and actually process those feelings in a healthy way. So all in all, I think a combination of antecedent focused and response focused strategies would be the most effective. And by proactively managing the situation and staying in a positive mindset, I can better navigate the emotional challenges. Thank you.